I'm walking a white line all the time. I don't bother nobody. Nobody bothers me. You better start doing the same.
White lines in the middle of the road. It's the worst place to drive.
You know, we're at a point right now in this country where people need to decide. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you do for a living. Everybody needs to decide what side of the road they're on. Are you on the side of the road of the U.S. Constitution, the Bill of Rights? Or are you on the other side of the road? The side with those who seek to destroy the United States, the constitutional republic that is the United States of America. What side of the road are you on? Because I'll tell you right now, if you try to walk down the middle of that road, you're going to get squashed. So decide right now. Like I was saying about the good people in Massachusetts in official capacity, there are some good people. There are a lot of honest people. Those people need to make a decision and step forward right now. What side are you on? Because I'll tell you what, if you're not on the side of the Constitution, if you're on the other side and you know it, I want to tell you one thing right now. This enemy of the Constitution will not be loyal to you. And as soon as your usefulness is used up, you're going to be discarded. All right? Just like other people have been recently. You're going to be discarded. Make no mistake about it. You know, and one good example of that I can think of, remember down here in Rhode Island when Barack Obama refused to endorse Frank Caprio for governor? And then Caprio made the shove-it remark, which made big waves. Well, I'll tell you what, you know, when Barack Obama uses words like punish the enemy, you can kind of see what he's talking about there. You know, Caprio was a Clinton supporter. What I was talking about, there being a split between Clinton Democrats and Obama Democrats. Well, Caprio is a Clinton Democrat, and Obama doesn't like that. But I'll tell you what, I mean, anyone, no matter who you are, if you're on the side of this enemy, you will be tossed in the can when your usefulness is outlived. Bank on that, all right? And decide what side of the road you want to walk on. Because this is probably the most critical time in our history since the American Revolution. Hands down, it is. You know, speaking of Sheriff Dipaola, the Middlesex County Sheriff who committed suicide over the weekend, before that happened, Massachusetts Attorney General Martha Coakley, her office announced that she would be investigating into the wrongdoings of Sheriff Dipaola's office. And I'm just wondering, is that the same Martha Coakley who refuses to enforce the law against illegal immigrants, immigration laws? Is that the same Martha Coakley who lets illegal immigrants drive without licenses openly? Is that the same Martha Coakley who, vigorously goes after fathers who are behind on their child support? The same Martha Coakley who vigorously tries to pull driver's licenses of fathers who are behind on their child support due to this lousy economy? Is this the same Martha Coakley who refused to prosecute a man for raping a 2-year-old baby girl with a hot curling iron? Is this the same Martha Coakley? That's true. Somerville cop, not a police officer, a Somerville cop raped his niece with a hot curling iron in Melrose. She would not prosecute. Some people speculate it's because this guy's uncle was a union boss and these unions were supporting her campaign. Right? Is that the same Martha Coakley? You know, she doesn't seem like the best person to investigate any wrongdoing. Looks like phone lines are loaded up, so let's take a call. Hello, caller. You're on the air.
How you doing tonight, Josh?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
All right. I was just calling to follow up on one of your earlier comments and then what you were just talking about. So you don't think Paris Hilton's a good role model for kids? I heard you talking earlier that she's going to do a voice on an animated program with ABC Family or something.
Yeah, a nice Christmas special.
A Christmas special, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you don't think she's a good role model for today's youth?
Oh, jeez. Absolutely not.
I know you said
one of the worst.
Made mention of what made her famous too was that internet video, but not to mention too. I think she just had a little bout in the news about having some cocaine in her purse that wasn't her purse or something of that nature.
Oh yeah,
and that was just recently.
That's just small potatoes. That. Whatever. She's still a good role model for kids.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe they should have, other characters on, too, doing voices like maybe Michael Vick or some of the other good role models that are out there today.
Yeah, exactly. Some of the serial killers, people like that, I think that's the next step. Maybe some, pornography actresses, professional ones, which basically I guess she is, since that's her claim to fame was, that videotape thing.
But just recently you were mentioning about, doesn't matter what affiliation you are, whether you're a Republican or Democrat or liberal or conservative or whatever, if you get on the wrong side of this administration, I don't think it's just this administration, I think it's every administration, whoever's in power at the time, if you get on their wrong side, you might have some people coming and asking questions or knocking on your door that you'd prefer not to deal with.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. In my opinion, I think this administration's the worst yet, but hey, who knows?
So anyways, like you said, you walk in the road in the middle, you get hit from cars coming in both directions. I have another saying, too, fence walkers get shot from both sides when the heat comes down.
And that's true, and it's like Mr. Miyagi said in Karate Kid, walk left side of road, safe. Walk right side, safe. Walk right in the middle, sooner or later, squish, just like grape. And, too many people just try to walk down the middle of the road,
Yeah, and if you're religious, I think there's a passage in the Bible where Jesus said something to the effect of be either hot or be cold, because if you're lukewarm, I'm going to spit you out.
Wow, I hadn't read that, but, yeah, that sounds...
Yeah, I'm not very fluent with Bible verses, but a friend of mine that I work with is, and he's thrown that one at me quite a few times, so I take it as being a reliable source. But I know which side of the road I'm on and which direction I'm going in, and I am a firm supporter of the Constitution. Now, a lot of people might want to be supporters of the Constitution, but they're afraid. They're afraid to stand up. They're afraid to make noise because they see what happens to people who try to stand up for their rights, and they get the thumb of Big Brother pushed down and squash them down. They take their stuff. The IRS will come and levy your paycheck, or the goon squad will come kick your door in the middle of the night and take you away and press charges against you as being an alleged terrorist and hold you under the Patriot Act for indeterminate length of time and don't get your due process in court. So there's a lot of people that are afraid to get in trouble, to lose their stuff. I got a family to support. I don't have time to deal with this stuff. So I can understand them not wanting to stand up and make any waves, but what I need them to do is